Now, who am I?
The apprenticeship must be completed before it's too late.
Give it back! You are not ready. So make me ready. You risk everything. You understand nothing. You care for nothing.
Then you taught me well.
I cannot teach one who will not learn. I cannot teach one who still will not be himself.
I'm sick of your riddles. I'm sick of your rules, old man.
You've never given me anything.
You've never given me anything.
I gave you the chance. You didn't. I gave you the chance to be anything. But first, you must want nothing. You must learn to become nothing.
Say it.
Nothing.
No, you're nothing. Master? No.
No!
A visitor? A customer?
No, a new face, but familiar. All the same, perhaps they came to change their face here once before.
Yes, long ago when the shop bell still rang. All gone.
Yes.
Shh. We are so fragmented. All together now. Pardon our dust. We are not used to visitors, but you are welcome to the Maskmaker's shop. Somewhere amid the dust, an ancient and powerful mask is calling to you. See yourself. Synchronize with the mirror. The mirror.
Find the master's mask. Face yourself. Face.
It responds
What's happening
to them.
At last.
There. Watch. Once, there was an old mask maker, the last master of a magical trade, owner of a renowned mask shop. Every year, his masks would transform the town. Children could play the monster beneath the bed. Lovers could discover themselves and each other. The old could be young and new, and the young could even seem wise. All only for a night, at carnival time. But amid the revels, the mask maker was alone. He feared that he would take his secret knowledge, the 3 ancient laws of carnival, with him to the grave. For fashions change, and humans find ever new ways to change themselves. And few wanted to learn the old secrets of paint and pasteboard. But hope wears all kinds of faces. One day, a boy with no name arrived at the shop. A boy from the streets, come looking to steal anything that would fit in his pockets or his mouth. A boy from a hard world who had already worn many masks. The old man offered him a choice: return to the streets, pockets empty, or stay and learn the craft of masks. The boy saw his chance. The old man saw a clean slate, a pure heart, who could become a great mask maker.
The mirror has spoken.
Still broken, not ready.
A white pawn. All the other pieces are missing.
Chess was the only recreation we permitted ourselves during the long days in the shop.
Many pieces of our memory are misplaced since he changed the rules.
You will find pieces of our memory along your quest.
You can already tell there is much more to this shop than meets the eye. Explore. Find the hidden door. Find the riddle.
They are not ready.
We must trust. The workshop awaits them.
They move near the workshop. Perhaps they can feel it.
Can they feel it? What happened here?
You found it!
A Maskmaker's workshop is a dangerous place. Tread carefully.
The workshop, the last sanctuary of the Maskmaker's art. Everything here is yours, if you can prove yourself worthy of it. But first, you must craft a mask.
A humble place for such...
A first taste. From this, you can... Yes. Clear your mind, my young friend. Excellent work. Now put the carving in its own special place on the main workbench. There, by adding paint, feathers, shells, and so on, this one base carving. You'll use this dummy head to hold masks as you work on them. Now, your first mask, you have the power. Awake, awake.
A new face, but a familiar mask. What are you, I wonder? Raw materials, that's what. After all, every master needs his. Welcome, apprentice. I am King Prospero. You must be looking for me. Has my fame spread so far? I am janitor, landlord, and supreme monarch of this humble realm. Yes, look around. It is beautiful, is it not? A little misty today, perhaps, but that is not so unusual in the far Feather Islands. Well, first lesson. Masks are the gateway to this place. If you take off that crude first attempt from your face, you will return to the workshop. Try
They return.
Shh. They have met the king. For now, they must move forward on their own.
Broken. We'll get to that soon, don't you worry.
Put the mask back on.
Good. There you are. Feels good, eh? You will frequently return to the workshop to make new masks in order to move through my world. Whoops. Try not to break anything.
I've just got the place the way I like it. Still and quiet. I admit these islands have a certain tumble-down charm. Now, are you feeling watched? Do you see that figure on the next island over? Do not worry. My subjects will not hurt you. In fact, he wears the next mask you must craft. You will need to take a closer look at the mask. Oh, so you are already foraging for mask components. A good quality in an apprentice. But do not get ahead of yourself. Once you have found a new component for your masks, like this white clasp shell, it will appear back in the workshop, ready.
They're back. They're looking for the spyglass.
The spyglass.
The gift of seeing and being unseen.
You have found my faithful old spyglass. Keep that close. Now, hold your breath for a second. A blueprint. Now, that is a sight I've not seen since...
Wear the mask. Learn the truth of it.
There you are. That was, fast. Well, how does that new body feel? No, others are easily obtained. Oh, don't look so surprised. How do you think you entered this realm in the first place? Look back over at where you arrived. You may see the body you were wearing before. Strings cut. First, view them with your spyglass. Then, make their mask, and you can borrow into any of my subjects. It was awfully convenient when I first arrived. These days, it's the only way to get around. Now, find my next subject and possess it. You'll find these elders' statues spread across the realm, just relics of the old ways. Ignore anything you see or hear when near them. Keep your mind on your apprenticeship. The people of this land used to cultivate shell pearls in that cave. You may find treasure lurking. This is the mask of the far feather merchants, great traders and travelers. See, the mask requires 2 different components from different lands within my realm. Now your apprentice...
Use the lever to lower the panels of the map. It's time you saw the entire realm. A new face appears, a new land to explore. A new face is revealed, and with it, new destinations are discovered.
The mask of the swamp. Ah, already your power is growing.
The Burlab Swamp, home to some of the rarest components, the most secret masks. Watch your footing, and don't breathe in too deep. It was so beautiful here once, but a foulness has taken root here, somehow. Twisted roots from the flint briar tree, poisons. See the basket at his feet. This one wears the mask of a gatherer. Another new body to test out. As you see, the power of the Maskmaker is very useful. A king must survey his realm, after all. Especially since I first retreated to my castle, and the bridges began to crumble, their bodies to grow still. An alchemist. They harvested the various poisonous products of the swamp for potion making. You'll need iron grass shoots to make this mask. A shoot of iron grass, essential for masks of the forest and swamp, and it adds a little note of freshness besides. My swamp-dwelling subjects, the inhabitants of these swamps, were masters at creating dark. I've seen this basket before. Anyway, this will come in handy. Good. Here you can mix potions. There are many recipes, but only one that helps clear a path through fungus growth. Let's get to work, potion maker.
Follow my gestures and come to the tower. Find the truth.
Another of the Elder's statues. Always been dormant, useless for me. Notes from the surgeons. My old master's sickness grew slowly, so slowly, but I barely noticed. Perhaps he masked it from me out of care. Love, even. But I was not ready when the mask fell. That building there, that looks promising. smells like a bit of a mishmash, but I think this will be effective on the fungus. Now we can breathe a little. See, spikes of reed adorn his mask. Was this one a gatherer too? I don't remember anymore. My poor loyal subjects. Phragmites australis. Don't be fooled. This humble reed faces a...
It's time to expand your mask making. The masks always demand more variety. Every plain mask can also be expanded with wooden extensions to unlock new designs.
A mask does not conceal. It is an open window. It reveals. It transforms.
You are in the service of the mask. The riddle is to know what the mask expects from you at the moment you wear it.
These fungal spores are the root of the problem. It's from these that the parasite spreads its tendrils. Look how it has sucked the life from this tree. Ah, there's one less fungus. A good start. Timber! You've beaten back the parasitic growth. It was so beautiful here, and then the spores of corruption began to thrive on all that beauty. The swamp can fight against this toxic invader. Ah, I feel lighter, don't you? A beautiful mask. This is, or was, a tower guardian. The towers are silent now, of course, but the locals always reserved the most elaborate masks for their guardians. Of course it lacks true mastery, true craftsmanship. The mask of the mountains. To wear it, you must know thyself and fight against the shadow of oblivion. I can feel the power. Ah, the Zephyr Peaks. When I first came here, the air was the clearest I had ever smelled, and the ringing of the chimes, the singing of the shepherds from mountain to mountain. Well, a king cannot play favorites, of course, and this should be a place for a clear mind, for solitude. I saw to that. See those feathers on the top of his mask? This one is from the village in the valley below, I think. It must have been stuck here since I don't know how long. You'll need to find those feathers to craft your mask. This windmill once moved the cable car, but looks like someone has started to repair it and left the place in disorder. Look around, there may be something to fix it. My children never throw anything away. Success! Industry! The wheels of the world turn once more. Ah, but you have to keep holding the lever to turn the mechanism. The fabulous red-heart birds migrate all across the realm, but they always manage to find the very highest, hardest and damn well-reached places to nest. A feather of the red-heart bird, at least. So, you passed the chasm. I'm reasonably impressed. You have potential indeed. I'll have to keep an eye on you. What are you up to? I see. Well, fly, little kite. See those pearls? This was a weaver who could trade their goods for pearls from other lands. You shall have to find components from elsewhere in the realm. Here the weavers and shepherds would trade their goods with the miners from deep below, but the cave mouth has been blocked for a long time. This village used to be full with movement, life and bird song, but now, silence. Perhaps they too needed purpose. A six-headed stormberry. Well done. It's not easy to find. Usually we only find 2 or 3 heads. That's like 4-leaf clover times 3. Careful, these stormberries are not for eating. They're far too precious for mask making. When crushed, they produce a particular deep blue dye. Breathe it in. These are the highest, but also the deepest places in my realm. The kites fly to the high peaks, while the shepherd villages nestle in the valleys below. And below that, beneath the mountain, well, we'll get to that. The fine mask marks this one as a tower guardian. They hold no power since the towers went dark, but once they were spread throughout the realm, and always wore the most intricate masks. Crude things to a mask maker's eye, of course.
See those feathers? That is mountain craftsmanship, that is. Be careful. A mask always asks more questions than it answers.